My child, rest and listen to my words for a moment. You don't have to brace yourself anymore. You don't have to wake up already preparing for something to go wrong. You don't have to scan every room for tension. You don't have to replay conversations before they happen. You don't have to expect disappointment as protection. I see how your body tightens before your mind even understands why. I see how your shoulders stay raised. I see how quickly you anticipate danger, even in safe spaces. You learned that vigilance keeps you alive. You learned that if you expect pain, it hurts less. If you stay alert, you won't be caught off guard. If you predict betrayal, you won't be surprised. And for a season, that protected you. But survival mode was never meant to be permanent. You survived something. You adapted. You endured. You learned how to read every shift in tone. You learned how to sense tension before it was spoken. You learned how to brace before impact. And I am not ashamed of that version of you. But you were not created to live in constant defense. You were created to feel safe. Psalm 4:8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." This verse is teaching you something foundational. Safety does not come from hyper-awareness. It comes from my presence. The true meaning of this verse is internal security. It does not say, "When everything is predictable, I will sleep." It says, "In peace I will lie down." Peace before certainty, rest before resolution. You have been waiting for the world to stabilize before allowing yourself to soften. But safety does not begin when everything outside changes. It begins when you remember who is holding you. Your nervous system still reacts to old patterns. You flinch when voices rise. You tense when plans change. You withdraw when someone feels distant. You anticipate abandonment before it happens. But you are not in that same season anymore, and I am teaching you how to feel safe again. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you." This verse is teaching you relational safety. The command is not, "Do not fear because nothing hard will ever happen." The command is, "Do not fear, for I am with you." The true meaning of this verse is presence as protection. My presence is your stability. When your heart races, I remain steady. When your thoughts spiral, I remain grounded. When your body tightens, I remain calm. You do not have to brace for impact when you are held. You have been living as if everything depends on your alertness. But your safety does not depend on your anxiety. It depends on my faithfulness. Psalm 23:2-3 says, "He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul." This verse is teaching you restoration through gentleness. Notice the language. He makes me lie down, not shames you into resting, not forces you into silence, but gently guides you into stillness. The true meaning of this verse is guided safety. Green pastures are not battlefields. Still waters are not emergencies. Restoration happens where you are not under threat. You may not feel ready to relax because vigilance feels strong, but constant vigilance is draining you. Some of you feel anxious when things are calm. Silence feels suspicious. Peace feels temporary. Stability feels fragile. But calm does not mean danger is coming. It means healing is happening. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God which surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and your minds." This verse is teaching you protective peace. My peace guards you. You do not have to guard yourself every second. The true meaning of this verse is that peace stands watch. It protects your heart. It protects your thoughts. You have been protecting yourself for so long. Predicting, preparing, preventing. But I am teaching you how to release that posture. You don't have to brace yourself anymore. You don't have to expect betrayal. You don't have to anticipate loss. You don't have to rehearse worst-case scenarios before bed. You can breathe. You can unclench. You can soften. Healing feels vulnerable because tension feels powerful. But tension is not strength. Trust is, you are not weak for needing safety. You are not dramatic for feeling hyper-aware. You are not broken for struggling to relax. You are healing. And healing is unfamiliar at first. It feels slow. It feels exposed. It feels uncertain. But unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. It means new. Safety does not mean nothing difficult will ever happen again. It means you will not face it alone. It means you are not responsible for preventing every possible outcome. It means you can experience the present moment without scanning for collapse. When anxiety rises, pause. Ask yourself, is this happening right now? Many of your fears are echoes. Echoes of what was. Echoes of what hurt. Echoes of what surprised you before. But you are not in that moment now. You are here, and I am here with you. You were never meant to carry permanent defense. You were meant to live in relational trust. Trust does not mean carelessness. It means security in my sovereignty. You can plan without panicking. You can prepare without obsessing. You can act without spiraling, because your future is not balanced on your vigilance. It rests in my hands, my child. You survived, but you do not have to live in survival. You adapted, but you do not have to stay in adaptation. You learn to brace, but you can learn to rest. I am not rushing you out of fear. I am retraining your heart gently. Each time you breathe instead of panic, each time you pause instead of spiral, each time you choose trust over tension, you are healing. Your body is learning safety. Your mind is learning steadiness. Your spirit is remembering peace. You don't have to brace yourself anymore. You don't have to live anticipating impact. You are not unprotected. You are not unsupported. You are not alone in uncertainty. I am teaching your nervous system what your spirit already knows. You are held, and when you are held, you can rest. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow. Let your thoughts settle. I am here. I am steady. I am not overwhelmed. And you do not have to brace yourself anymore. You can feel safe again. With me. And I am not leaving.